Oh, we're picking up right where we left off. Okay.
어딜 그렇게 가는 거지?
About to cause some trouble, mate.
갈 곳이 없을 텐데.
Oh, hello. We're getting an alternate perspective. Yeah, because they were watching it, right?
쥐새끼처럼 숨어서 떠들지 말고.
Oh, no, this is after.
네 선택을 후회하게 될 거야.
Sorry, because yes, I did spend my Christmas watching season 1 of Squid Game to remind myself I did. Mum wasn't happy.
무슨 수를 써서라도.
That's not true. She'd never seen it before, and she tuned in when some really bad stuff was happening. It's kind of funny. I'm a good son. I like the music's been changed in tone. Darker, more serious. You cutting the hair? Oh no, you just got it, man. Oh, tracker, yeah. Sorry, I did jump to conclusions. Yeah, because they scanned their ears, didn't they? Oh, mate, there's so many nerves behind there, he just went in. Hey, well, now you know. Hello. This is weird. Put your shirt on.
미안한데
Occupied.
5분만 있다 와줄래? Really?
Fully, okay. That's worse. It got worse. It did get worse. I can't show you that. He was naked, mate. Is that the cop? Yes, it is. Epic. So it's like a year after, isn't it? Yeah. Go find him, buddy. Hello and welcome to Squid Game Christmas. I was a bit aggressive, I apologise. Squid Game Christmas is upon us. And to be fair, you would be not remiss for thinking that Christmas is over. It's fair enough. It's true. I'm recording this. This came out after Christmas. Yeah, you're right. Admittedly, it could be New Year. New Year Squid Game. Squid Game New Year? I don't know. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue in the same way, mate. I'll be honest with you. Do you like my fit? Oh, Tyler, say that less. Okay, admittedly, I didn't need to say it that creepy. That's true. It's not how I roll. No, it isn't how I roll. Okay, let's just nip that in the bud straight away. No, I did. I spent my Christmas watching Squid Game. That's not true. I spent Boxing Day rewatching season 1. I will be honest with you, because by the way, if you didn't tune in, I did cover the entire season 1 on my channel all those years ago. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, Hanukkah, whatever it is you celebrate. I hope you had a great one. Genuinely, I hope you had good times, happy times. If you didn't, maybe we can, I don't know, improve your spirits a little bit today. We shall see. I'm kind of excited, I'll be honest with you. This genuinely, sorry to bore everybody, new people. If you're here, I apologize. I talk a lot. I do. Let's just get it out of the way straight away. If you make a comment, about it, it's honestly, Scrooge. It's not Christmas anymore. True. I'm rolling with it. I'm dressed in red. Okay. The little mask guy has got a hat on. Okay. It's a Christmas hat. It's a Santa hat. Yeah. You can't upset him. What was I going to say? Yeah, honestly, Squid Game season 1 was actually, some people may not know this, but the reason that I started covering TV. Previous to that, I pretty much covered only films, only movies, and then Squid Game season 1 did really, really well. And that is the only reason that I decided, not the only reason, I did want to cover it, but that's why I covered Breaking Bad and how we have the channel today. So we owe Squid Game a lot, admittedly. That, you know, there's no Buffy, there's no Good Place, there's no Saw without this. So yeah, we're doing season 2 today. We'll see what we see. For those, like I say, that are new, I do stop and start. I do a bit of analysis, commentary primarily. It is a reaction. I am watching it live. This is the first time I'm watching it, not seen it before ever. But yeah, if I like something, don't like something, I will stop, talk about it. It's a bit stream of consciousness, that kind of thing. You probably noticed that by this intro. I don't usually do intros anymore, and I won't be for the rest of the episodes. But I thought, first one, let's do an intro. Say hello. I am Tyler. What's your name, mate? How you doing? You alright? Don't get distracted. Sorry. Feel free to answer that question in the comments. Let me know one of your hobbies. I don't know. But without further ado, thank you for being here. We're going to watch Bread and Lottery. So let's go. 2 years later. Okay. Are we taking bets? Do we think Jihan saw his daughter at all?
이거 함정단속 아니에요? 경찰이 치사하게 숨어가지고.
여증 주세요.
Oh, okay. He's back on the job.
너무 잘생기셨어요.
Alright. Jeez.
오빠 어디 가?
Oh god.
야, 너 그 짭새 새끼랑 경찰차 타고 와.
Alright, mate, don't be jealous. No one likes a jealous guy. It's interesting though. I mean, season 1 had so much commentary, so much social commentary, so much kind of the themes being capitalism, money, class, the ultra rich, the poor, and where that drives people, what it makes of people. how desperate they can be, how it affects and shapes us, all of these things. Interesting, we're opening with a shot of a policeman, and the first line from this guy, isn't this entrapment? You're hiding, waiting for us, whets the appetite. We shall see.
해경 쪽에 라인 뚫어가지고 수색도 몇 개 해봤고.
And you didn't find anything.
네 말 믿고 싶어. 아니 믿어.
Well, that's good.
사진 파일은 하나도 안 왔고.
Oh, god damn it.
터졌고. 넌 그 섬 위치도 증거가 너무 없어. 증거가.
Right, so we're right back at the start again.
위에서 네 옷 뺏기라고 난리 치는 걸 내가 겨우 막았어.
Good on you, mate. I love this guy.
증거로 범인을 잡는다.
And bullets.
그래서 제가 교통하잖아요 지금. 아니 여기는 증거가 아주 확실하거든요. 위반, 속도 위반, 헬멧 미착용.
Black and white, easy.
너 정말 기억이 안 나냐? 널 쏜 놈이 누군지?
Or are you just lying? Yeah, he's maybe a little jaded. That was loud, God. Maybe a little jaded by the system. He had the evidence, he saw it with his own eyes, and it means nothing.
나랑 가자.
So he does remember. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, we've got a very paranoid boy. Fair enough. A card. Okay.
이걸 찾고 있나?
We're dreaming, aren't we?
오늘은 1, 2, 3, 4, 5선 라인을 쭉 돌아봤는데
Oh, you were looking for that guy who was playing the game.
점심 1시간, 저녁 1시간 빼고 밥도 교대로 먹고 있어.
Though you know you're looking, though.
그놈이 눈치채고 다른
Yeah.
벌써 2년이나 뒤졌는데 그림자도 안 보이지 않아?
2 years and nothing. Hang on, dude, will you please tell me you were trying out more things than just trying to find this one guy?
지하철 전 라인 동시에요.
I mean, this is what it is, right? Like, I mean, what we had in season 1 was this establishment of a system that was, the Squid Games and the VIPs. And yeah, like I say, having these, desperate people in these situations where they're vying it out, fighting it out for the pleasure, entertainment of the rich, That was the game. Now in season 2, we have this kind of almost self-awareness from Gi-hun of he knows about it. He's been in it and he's seen it. And now he's trying to topple it, to work, to find it and dismantle that. That's, I suppose the next step in that story. Because I think, and I didn't watch my video, so I can't remember what I said in them for season 1, but obviously having rewatched season 1, what I kind of came away with from that last episode, that last scene between player, number 1 and Gi-hun, was that whether you're rich, whether you're poor, and neither of them are going to be happy, right? The point being, you either don't have money or you have too much that everything is tedious. That was, what we ended on, what was said. And my takeaway from that was that the show was very much highlighting the issue as currency, as money, as this thing that we are all obsessed over because we have to be, to a certain extent, that keeps us from living. Ilnam, he wanted to be part of the games because he wanted to be a child again, to relive that, and how many of us, if you like video games, play video games, you maybe go back to a game that you liked as a kid and it's not quite the same as an adult, and it's like, well, actually what you enjoyed was the circumstances you had. As a kid, you didn't have any worries, you just got to live, you just got freedom, right? And I think as we grow older, we lose that because we get responsibilities, we have to go out into the world, we have to get a job, pay rent, buy our own groceries, learn to cook, all of these things, right? Which you don't necessarily have as a kid, because as a kid you are taken care of, at least generally, right? So the takeaway from that last episode last season was this striving for a fairer system, fairer society that actually allows human beings to pursue the things that make them happy, that allow them to live. And the one thing that, at least in our world, I think today, and what we were seeing last season, that was the barrier, the wall in front of that keeping us all from it, was money, not having it or having too much of it. So I wonder if this season we're going to get maybe an exploration. This is what I mean. I think, Gi-hun going after the Squid Game and all of that stuff, at least, is this kind of symbolic battle of dismantling that, bringing that down. The VIPs, the rich in the games last season, they symbolized and were the billionaire class. Those that hoard the money, that mean that there's no money to go around, that money doesn't pass down, trickle down, hoarded. They are themselves creating this disparity, right? Of there isn't enough money for the rest of us, but there's also too much up at the top. And yeah. And so, sorry, Gi-hun going after the Squid Game, after the VIPs, those in charge of it, this game is an example of symbolically taking that down. eradicating that wall so that people can be free and live. Those are the themes I think we're perhaps dealing with, at least going from season 1 or coming off season 1, or perhaps something that I'd like to see.
생각을 해봐도 상식적으로 말이 안 되는 게.
Open the bag.
성공 보수로
10억이요?
무조건 반 준다. 오케이?
What are you gonna do when you find them, mate?
오늘도 그놈의 신비의 섬 찾으러 가야지.
You and Gi-hun are together, I think, mate.
어디에 있느냐 이 신비의 섬아.
Maybe this guy's in on it.
형이나 물때가 안 맞아서 제대로 살펴보지 못했던 것들 오늘은 이쪽으로 한번 가보시죠.
You mean those two very suspicious islands you haven't checked yet? Yeah, maybe.
해야 될 사람은 바로 이 사람입니다.
Beautiful.
마지막으로 그놈을 찾는 팀에게는 5억의 보너스가 지급됩니다.
Yeah, money speaks, huh?
저로 이동하겠습니다. 계속 연락 주세요.
혹시 이렇게 하고 다니는 사람 못 봤어요?
Really? We're showing people that. Okay. Hey, that was solid, mate. Hello. All over the floor, really? You can just open it? God damn it.
진짜요.
이제 귀향하겠습니다.
Man, 2 years and not a peep. That's crazy. I get it though, right? It's obviously very well hidden. The guys that have set it up, they're very rich. They've been in that world for a long time. They know how it works. Cover their tracks. Hello? Come on.
셀카나 찍읍시다.
Are we just gonna hear a snap? Yeah, it is interesting though, right? Gi-hun has all of the means, the money, to be able to live his life, be comfortable, see his daughter whenever he wants to, have that life, right? And it is kind of proving the point. He has all this money, this means now, and he still has all of these barriers in front of him that mean he can't live, he can't enjoy life. He's proving their point to a certain extent.
표를 붙잡고 얼마나 떠내려왔는지 그것도 알 수 없고.
Right.
할 만큼 했잖아요.
일주일 뒤에 다시 오겠지? 갑자기 또 안 온다니까 섭섭해지려 그러네.
Oh yeah?
같이 오징어나 잡자. 어? 요즘엔 그 선원들 구하는 것도 하늘의 별따기야.
Yeah, let's be friends, man.
뭐 얼마나 주실 건데요?
들어가가지고 술이나 한잔 하면서 이야기하지.
Yeah, there we go. He's been offered a life that's peaceful, that has, it's not big, it's not flashy, but it's got a little charm. I wonder if that's going to be a theme, actually, of these characters perhaps have the option, as we have seen Gi-hun and the cop do have the option to stop and just live their life and be happy, right? Perhaps it's going to be this thing of, we all have that to a certain extent. It's like we have before us all of these different choices we could make, and actually, okay, well, on this path we have happiness, we have peace, maybe we earn less money, whatever, you know, we don't perhaps rise as far as we might have, but we'd be happy and content, you know, we'd have friends, we'd have a stable job, whatever it might be. And then down this path is this journey that's striving for more, which I think so many people do. That yeah, maybe you have you know, a slim mathematical chance if you take that path to reach the top, and then maybe you'll be happy. I don't know, but is that really the better choice? Right? Like, is it better to be chasing this dream of more money, more for, yeah, like I say, that slim chance of getting there, or actually, should we be learning to and teaching ourselves to be okay with contentment? Because I feel a lot of us aren't, and I feel like to a certain extent we have largely a society that makes us choose the path that makes us unhappy, and we're taught, you know, from when we're young. I mean, you look at America and the American dream, like Americans are taught that from when they're kids. You know, and I mean, in this country, you know, it's this idea of strive for more, be ambitious, do this. And it's like, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. But I think wholesale across the board, everybody is pushed to one path, to that path. And I think for a lot of people, they are forsaking the path of contentment for that. And that's what I think we're seeing here in, I think, at least at this point, our main characters, the cop, I can't remember his name, sorry, we'll get there, and Gi-hun. They are forsaking this otherwise peaceful, content life that they could have for, I mean, it's slightly different, right? But for this life, because they're not necessarily in the rat race so much, they are pursuing this kind of almost obsession to dismantle this game. But that's what I mean, it's walls in the way of our contentment, in the way of our life, living our life. All of it stemming from inequality, disparity.
형님 이건 진짜 너무한 거 아닙니까? 요즘은 노가다를 띄워도 식사는 제대로 챙겨준다는데.
야, 한여름에 이 시원한 데서 편하게 돈 버는 중.
I mean, yeah.
그럼 넌 나가서 노가다.
Hard work. It's so interesting watching this small exchange because it's demonstrative of what we do all the time. We teach ourselves to be grateful for the bare minimum, and it keeps people docile to these systems that don't take care of us. No, this food isn't great, but look how good you have it otherwise. We compare ourselves to different shades of misfortune, all the while assuring we don't fight to improve things for ourselves.
진짜 형님은 성기훈이 그놈 어디까지 믿으시는 거예요?
I don't think it matters.
내가
He just wants the money.
성기훈 이 새끼가 아무리 미쳤어. 수도 안 놈 찾겠다고 수억을 뿌려가면서.
우리 와이프가 저한테 그 새끼 꼭 잡아내서 게임에 참가를 하래요. 이거 벌어오라고. 있었으면 우리가 진지겠지.
Hello. Guys, go. And it's funny actually because Gihan's sort of created this system of he's roped these guys in. This guy was just talking about it. You know, we've been doing this for 2 years, no reward. Because that's what it is. And you know, when you look at it, you look at any corporation that, you know, has employees that doesn't pay them enough, doesn't give them their bonus, doesn't do this, and then the CEO is earning all of this money and gives himself a bonus and a yacht and a holiday and, you know, everything else. And it's like Gihan has actually kind of created the thing that I think he hates. He is to a large extent a VIP, right? And he's at least fulfilling the role a little bit, not quite in the same way, but, you know, kind of a simulacrum of that. You know, this guy complaining at the sandwich he got, it's like even construction workers get good food, man. He's paying these guys, but is it better? Okay, guys, go, because he is gonna leave. Go.
이동한다.
Tell him. Thank you. Mate, they could still lose him. 4, 5, 6. Interesting. Are we going to follow this guy now? We are going to get a... Oh god, is she pregnant? What's going on? Yeah, mate? Okay, new cast. New Squid Game. Really, you got one.
백장이요?
Hey, well done, guys. To be fair to him, good tail job.
선생님?
This is just, yeah, I thought, do you know what? There was a moment where I was like, is he just gonna go give people food and scratch cards?
제가 자그마한 오늘의 선물을 하나 준비했습니다.
Huh. Do you think, I feel like this guy actually does feel as if a choice. Really? The chance at, what did I say? Oh, that's so crazy. He's offering him a choice. It's the 2 paths that I was talking about. Do you want contentment right now? The food? You know, didn't need to do that. You're welcome. Or do you want a chance? Do you want a chance at the big prize? That's the 2 paths that I was talking about. This is the choice we face. That's the dilemma. And I think, you know, part of the problem with society, and it funnels us one way, the way I think, you know, the scratch card, where, you know, what is it, 0.00000 whatever 1% chance that you'll get the big prize, but if you don't do it, then you're never gonna get it, right? It's that dream. That's so crazy. I love that. But to me, that confirms that that's, I think, what we're dealing with here, and challenging, like I say, this thing that we have, this choice. Yeah, I wonder actually if this guy, the character, the guy, you know, the Dakji guy, I wonder if he actually does think of himself as someone who is giving people opportunity. We have that, I think, with the game master. I think the game master thinks that he's also, I mean, I remember last season there was a book on his desk called The Art of Desire, and I wonder, I mean, there's definitely a coldness there, right? In kind of, you know, being the head of the Squid Games and an influential figure within that, right? But I think also, I wonder how much there is in these guys, the game master and this guy, or they believe in this cause, or they actually feel like they're doing good. Because to a certain extent, there's an argument to be made that the Squid Game is doing good. It's giving all of these people an opportunity, as grisly and horrible and exploitative as it is, it's giving them an opportunity.
선물은 하나.
Of course.
둘 중 하나만 선택하실 수 있습니다.
And I think he's going to take the lottery, because that's what we're... Yeah. Programmed to think. By the way, you asked me, take the bread, dude. Be content. Enjoy today, enjoy the present. Stop wishing for a future that might never come to pass. It's not to say don't have ambition, don't strive for more. But I think, you know, there's a balance to be struck, right? Didn't even want to let him have the Alright, mate. Nah. This guy, what a piece of work. Because by the way, yeah, like I'm talking about these two choices, and I think largely people are, choosing one path or the other. But there is a balance to be struck. You can still, find some semblance of contentment and still strive for more. But I don't think it's easy to strike the balance between them.
좋은 놈 같기도 하고 좀 헷갈리는데.
Maybe he's a good guy. Yeah. It's the question I was thinking as we were coming into this, but I don't know that he is. Yeah, everybody going for the lottery. This is what I mean. Everyone wants the chance. Everyone wants to take that chance. Rather than taking contentment right now. Nice, mate. We love that for you. There you go. Guarantee of something.
왜 버려요? 이 빵을 버린 건
No.
선생님들입니다.
I mean, look, there's a generous way to read this. Of him trying to teach them all a lesson. I'm also peddling this lesson of choose the contentment. At the same time, it's so interesting actually that I'm seeing this picture here and this guy arrayed who has the power. And all of these people, individuals, it's like they could rise up and they could take all that food from him if they wanted. The power is with the populace. We just so often don't realize it or come together. Yeah, and him saying to them, "You threw this away, not me. You. That was your choice." And it's like, sure, but you offered an inherently unfair choice to them. You set up that system. Because I think that's what we see all the time. And I mean, it's on the nose here because it's literally homeless people. But I think, how many times have you seen people kind of being derogatory towards poorer people, towards homeless people? And it's like, well, they clearly did something, made poor choices to get themselves there. And it's like, dude, they're human beings. And actually, a lot of the time, that's not what happened. So many of us are so close, one paycheck away, or lack thereof, of becoming homeless, man. That's just how life can be. It's not that you're a bad person or made bad choices or whatever else. We just live in a system that makes it that way, that makes that fall, that drop to that place so easy. At least for us, not for billionaires, but for us, for working people. I'm working class, but I do appreciate that nowadays I sit in my room and make videos. Okay, fair enough. I'm talking about you get my point. So it's like, this example here is what we see so often, those at the top looking down, being like, they chose, they threw out this food, they did this, rather than actually saying, well, we have all the power. We have these corporations, these financial systems. We have all of these things that we promote, funnel resources, money into, that keeps this world turning the way it does. These systems that they perpetuate create this. They have created this. The guy who bought the food and the lottery tickets created this game, this system that was unfair, that led them, that tempted them. Because at the end of the day, these homeless people, they're just human. They have wants, needs, desires. It's not even necessarily greed, picking the lottery ticket. It's hope, right? That silver lining of humanity, that thing within us that I think we so often perceive to be positive, is fueling these people, making these people kind of choose one way, right? That's what it's difficult. It's, it's appealing to that thing that we all have. It's appealing to human nature and then blaming them for that when, what do you mean? That's who we are. That's what we are. It's so unfair. It's so unfair. And what he's doing here is highlighting actually that the issue is not with the homeless people, the people making the choices, with the people making the systems and setting it up. The show coming in strong, doing the exact same thing it did last season. Yeah, I mean, look at this. How many times do you see restaurants throwing away food? All of this food that people throw away, that corporations throw away and don't give to people to eat. It's a waste. These arbitrary rules that we've created that actively don't help people when they could. That's what I'm reminded of here when I look at this image. Work to persuade. He's got beautiful hair, I gotta say. Happy with yourself. Yeah. Shoot him. Do you know what I mean? Uh-oh. Were you speeding, mate? Oh, come on. Is he gonna be the cop? This is not what we need right now. No, it's the baby brother. Oh, no, it is. Sorry, he looks so young. Dear God, I've just poured that so slowly. That's ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Dude, that's embarrassing. I shouldn't really put this on camera. That's silly.
그냥 친절하면서도 정확하게.
Is he gonna like brandish the gun? Yeah, so one of these two things is gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Comply quick. Come on. Guys.
잡으면 더블. 네.
I'll pay double. Yeah, money speaks. Constantly getting reminded of it.
또 위반 범칙금 6만 원입니다. 제달.
Hey, good job, dude. Well done.
뭐 이렇게 금방 끝났어? 제대로 한 거 맞아?
Well, hopefully, mate. You could have been watching over his shoulder at least. Yeah. Who was it? Have a look. Yeah. See, you could have said hi.
기다리다가 놓치겠다. 야, 이렇게 터치자.
He said no. Okay. Really yelling after him. He's going to take them both out, isn't he? Great. Oh, God. It's all those zombies he's been fighting, isn't it? Sorry, I have also watched Train to Busan, by the way, if you want to, a little watch after this. Hey, tickle your fancy, do you know what I mean? Man, did he really get away? That's crazy. Come on. Really? Disappeared. Oh God. I mean, it makes sense. This guy's a gatekeeper. He came so close. Oh God, okay, Batman. Jeez. Damn. Guys, you had one joke. They did quite. The bone is amazing. Rude. Symbolizing that they're dogs. Read a lot of that last season. Hey, I quite like that this guy's got a bigger role this season, you know?
이제부터 게임을 하겠습니다.
They were, do you know what? They were doing so well until they weren't.
여러분들이 하실 게임은 가위,
-1. Huh?
물론 벌칙이 있습니다.
I'll find out, won't I?
보신 적이 있으실 겁니다. 러시안 룰렛이라고.
You can't combine games, dude.
이 권총에
It's either rock, paper, scissors or Russian roulette. Choose one.
그리고 지는 분 머리에다가 방아쇠를 당길 거.
Brilliant. Okay, you wanted to get involved. I see.
살 확률은 6분의 5.
Do you want to try it with yourself? Never mind, you did. All right. Take this guy. This guy's insane. Okay, he's insane. I kind of love it. I love the attitude. Do you know what I mean? I don't like the actions though.
그럼 제가 신호를 드리겠습니다. 거기에 맞춰서 내주세요.
Mate, you got.
그것도 안 내셨네요.
You got. Yeah. You know. Oh.
처음부터 규칙을 위반하셨네요.
Hang on, mate. You didn't check if they knew the rules. Whoa. Hey guys, you're in Squid Game now, dude. I do kind of love this guy as a character though. Really? Randomizing every time. Fair enough.
하나 빼기.
Wait, what was that a gun? God. Oh, I guess that's scissors. Sorry.
뜻이 살 확률이 6분의 5나 되니까요.
Pretty good, yeah.
좀 지루한 감이 없지 않아 있네요.
No, I think we're alright, mate, actually. Would you okay.
확률이 6분의 1.
Well, that's come on.
물 확률은?
This is the thing. Those in power, they get to change the rules all the time. Rules for the little people, if they're applied to those that are more financially fortunate, it doesn't quite affect them in the same way. You know, we see that quite often. They're allowed to change the rules because of their power, which is exactly what this guy represents. Oh, mate, I've messed this up. Easy.
하나 빼기.
Oh, mate. Do you think he's gonna... Oh.
하나를 못 빼셨네요.
Oh, he's taking one for the team, bless him. What a legend, eh? This guy's a psychopath, okay. Confirmed.
승리를 축하드립니다.
Yeah. Parkour! Mate, Spider-Man. I mean, Gihan and the cops should really be working together. Put the mask on, mate. Damn.
주변 탐문도 계속하세요. 곧 합류하겠습니다.
Man, I wonder how this season's going to end. Are we actually going to get him succeeding? I know that they've said already that they're going to do a season 3. I'm so curious. At least at this point, episode 1, I would hazard a guess to say he doesn't, you know, because I feel like this is the thing. When we're talking about dismantling these sorts of systems, not easy, if even possible in our lifetime. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like if they're carrying on, I think maybe we see, I don't know, yeah, like I say, them fail.
오랜만입니다, 성균 씨.
Hello. I kind of like his attitude. I will be honest.
했으면 좋았을 텐데요.
I mean, honestly, kind of, yeah. I mean, that is the choice, right? That was his choice. His choice between the pastry and the scratch card. It was, do you want to choose contentment? Do you want to go see your daughter have that life and be happy? Or do you want to choose a life of challenge, essentially, right?
근데 거기서 널 보고 생각이 달라졌지.
That's what did it, eh? Yeah, we did see that.
저를 많이 찾으신 것 같네요.
And here you are.
감사 인사를 하려고. 감사 인사요?
Didn't clean his face off. Wow.
날 게임에 넣어줘서 인사를 하는 게 사람의 도리겠지. 너한테 초대장을 배달시킨 놈이 누구지? 제게 말씀해 주시면 전달해 드리겠습니다. 내가 하려는 말을 제대로 알아들을 수나 있겠어?
Because this is the interesting thing, isn't it? Of like the end of last season, when Ilnam, where they were looking down at the homeless person and they made the bet, or before midnight, you know, I bet no one will help Gihan. I bet someone will. And it's like, you don't have to bet. You don't have to leave that to chance, right? Ilnam, you know, someone of his power, of money. Anyone who has that amount of money, amount of power, can choose to help, can choose to take people off the streets, to use their power, their influence, to start initiatives to actually help that, to progress towards a world that is better. You don't have to wait to chance, not if you have that. And I think that's what he didn't quite understand. He was almost defeated by humanity, Ilnam, at the end, wasn't he? He was like, I have no faith in them. You know, it was this thing of people are desperate, people are dogs. You know, they don't help each other, they just don't. The systems that we have in place create that. You know, you have someone rob a convenience store because they want food, or look, even if they wanted to get some alcohol, it's because they can't afford it. Sure, you're going to get, you know, the odd outlier of people who just like it for the rush, right? But the vast majority of people who do that sort of thing are desperate because they can't afford it. You know, you have systems in place that mean that people aren't that desperate. They're not going to do that. It's so simple. You know, we should be tackling those things that make people desperate, that make people do this kind of thing. And I feel like Ilnam didn't quite understand that. And I think, like I say, I mean, to me, if you ask me, I think people with that amount of money have an incredible amount of responsibility. And so often we don't see them exercise that responsibility. They could help feed the world. They could help tackle inequality, tackle that disparity, but it threatens, this is why they don't do it, because it threatens their place in the world. It threatens their privilege, their comfort, and well, they're not going to do that, and they don't a lot of the time. I'm not saying that no rich person is philanthropic. You get that too, right? But I mean, it's different as well, because I think, you know, they have so much money that quite often it's like, well, they give $1 million to this cause and it's like, wow, that's so much money. It's like, yeah, but to them, it's like a tenner. Is it that generous? Or do they just have so much of it to go around that it looks that way to us? You know, I feel like we give them a lot of slack, when actually, like I say, I mean, we should have systems in place to check that amount of wealth. I don't think one person should have that amount of wealth, if you ask me. And I mean, people that are working class, you'll find, have something to say about what I just said, because what it does, if I get my way, it means that no one has that scratch card lottery chance. If I start talking about taking power away from billionaires, or making sure that they're spending their money for good, using that for good, or, you know, if we had like a cap on the amount of money people are allowed to have, systems in place that mean that, you know, we don't have this hoarding that doesn't go anywhere but to the pockets and the comfort of individuals, when it should be going to the masses and helping people, more people in my position, people in working class positions get upset because I'm taking away that hope. It means that, you know, that what 0.0000, how many zeros you got, one chance of them achieving that goes away. Or if they did achieve that, then they don't quite have it as good as they would have. You know, it's taken away that hope of being ultra rich themselves. And I do really think people need to get on board with the fact that it's not gonna happen. It's not. Sorry. The chance of normal people rising through the ranks, at least in this day and age, is so rare, and it's very unlikely to happen. Especially because I think, like I say, I think we have this conditioning that, you know, programs us to want more. We get to a certain level, it's like, right, well, now you pay for a more expensive house, you have nicer furniture, you have nicer things, and it's like, well, suddenly, you know, you're earning more, but you're spending more, so you're never actually really accruing that much money. You know, you're still perhaps trying to reach a different height, another height to get more money, because like I say, you're spending it more than you would because you have it, right? It's just this cycle that doesn't really actually, I think, result in a lot of happiness. And this, by the way, isn't to say that money wouldn't solve most people's problems. It would. That's why I talk about this, because I think to a certain extent, a lot of people don't want to be rich. They don't want to live in a mansion. They just want to be able to pay their rent and afford their food and have enough disposable income to be able to live their life the way they want, right? You know, that old adage of money doesn't buy happiness. Well, in this day and age, it kind of does. It allows you to have the chance at happiness, right? Sorry, I'm talking about it because I love it. I mean, this show and season 1 dealt with this sort of stuff, and I think this episode 1 is such a great entryway back into that discussion. I mean, bread and lottery, that choice, the choice of paths and what that means, what it symbolizes.
내가 여기까지 어떻게 왔을 것 같아요?
Tell me.
난 네가 어떻게 그놈들이 개가 됐는지 관심 없어.
Their dog, there it is.
네 주인을 데려와.
Yeah, we're all dogs with masters, aren't we?
어릴 때부터 게임장에서
Oh yeah?
유시 같은 사람들의 시체를 수도 없이 치우고 태워.
Oh, the game. Sorry, I was like, what game did you develop? I thought it was like a game dev or something. Tyler, get your head in the game. Well, you know, not literally. Relax.
이것들은 사람이 아니다. 그래서 아무짝에 쓸모없는 쓰레기다.
Okay, and you came to think what?
저에게 총을 주더라고요.
You tasted power.
기분이 나쁘지 않았어요.
Yeah.
생전 처음 내 존재를 인정받은 것 같았어.
Power over life and death.
게임에서 탈락한 놈을 쏘려고 하는데
You didn't want to do it.
이게 얼굴이 낯이 익은 거예요.
You knew him. Suddenly he wasn't trash.
우리 아빠.
Come on, okay.
우리 아빠가 갑자기 내 앞에 서 있는 거예요.
Damn, what a choice.
딱 한 방울 쐈어요. 이마 한가운데.
Hmm.
이 일이 내 적성에 잘 맞는구나.
That shows a lot about you.
넌 그때도 지금도 그놈들의 개일 뿐이야.
With no real power.
너 따위는
Wouldn't understand.
절대로 알 수도 이해할 수도 없어. 살아나왔는지 그 게임을 하는 게.
Oh man, he's so good, isn't he? I love him. Oh, are we playing Russian roulette again? Your turn, mate.
저랑 게임 한번 하시죠.
I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? It's that perception of the desperate, the poor, those that, you know, turn to crime or whatever it might be. Seeing those people as trash, as less than, when it's like actually they're just people that don't have the means, found themselves in a tough spot. They're human beings, man. We're all just humans. Everybody deserves sympathy, empathy. Don't get me wrong, right? It gets to a point where I know like Sang-woo, like last season, was making decisions. He got into like fraud, embezzlement, you know. He kind of let his greed run away with him. You know, I think if you're making active choices that aren't foundationally predicated in perhaps circumstances that are out of your control, right? If you're making decisions with, you know, ill decisions, with perhaps some of the privilege or the power that you have, we can't have that either. We got to go, you know, we have to have some level of order in society. You know, what I'm talking about is very general, right? Because I'm not necessarily getting to any specifics. I know that there are caveats to what I'm talking about too. It's wild because I know that some people do think that way. You know, they see a homeless person and they think, oof, avoid those. It's like, come on, they're human.
러시안 룰렛이라고.
Oh, we are. Okay. It's interesting how he plays the classical music over this game every time, or that we hear it. It's this representation of high society while this game of life and death is taking place. It symbolises the very real way those with money and power act so civilised while they ruin people's lives. A small touch, but on purpose, I think.
한 발을 넣고 탄창을 돌리는.
Right, well, you did it once for him already, so it's your turn.
탄창을 다시 돌리죠. 6분의 1로 확률을 리셋하는 겁니다. 하지만 전 좀 더 진지하게 해보고 싶어요.
I'm not going to reset. Oh, mate, dude, just empty it. Just empty it into his head. Sorry, like... Don't play the game. Gi-hun, mate, you're too honest. You love it, don't you, mate?
정말 궁금했어요. 성균 씨가 어떻게 거기서 살아나왔네.
Well, there you go. There's some things you don't know. You don't understand humanity. Not if you think they're trash in that game. Cheating. There we go. This is what I mean. Oh, very intimate. Hello. Hey, suck on it a bit, mate. Why not? Go on. Get your okay. Gi-hun, literally take it and just ding ding ding. Do you know? I really want him to.
게임의 룰이고 뭐고 방아쇠를 한 번 아니면 두 번만 당기면 저놈의 면상을 날릴 수 있어요.
Ah, he got. Do you know? He read me. Actually, fair enough.
맞죠?
Yeah.
제 주머니에 있습니다. 지금 구총으로 절 쏘시고 그걸 가져가시면 돼요.
I would. I'll be honest.
이거 하나만 인정하시면 됩니다. 너도 다른 놈들이랑 똑같은 쓰레기야.
Nah, honestly, mate, your words don't mean anything. You're a bit dumb. Like, sorry, respectfully, you are. And I know that only because of the words that you keep saying. Sorry. It's not getting better. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be condescending. I do a little bit. It's a bit insane. I'm just saying, Gihan, he's manipulating you, man. Like, these words have no meaning, influence. At the end of the day, he's twisted. Shoot the guy. Shoot the guy. Just at the same time, I can also understand that, you know, like, I guess if I'm going to pull apart what I'm talking about, it is this thing of you can't just take the rules into your own hands or, like, you know, necessarily say blanket statement, okay, well, out of the rules, let's just cheat and just do the thing. Because then it's anarchy. I appreciate that. I'm saying just very specifically, contextually, considering what we know about this guy and the rules that are happening right now. Just shoot the guy's head. Just do it. Just do it.
운이 좋아서 경패기 처리를 면한 쓰레기.
Have you been in the game, mate? You can't say anything if that's the case. You got something to prove now, alright. Well, there we go. Now are you gonna pull the trigger, dude? Now we're gonna see if you're trash. Come on. Come on, man. You don't want to be trash, do you? Those are your rules.
생각이 많아졌나?
Yeah. Uno reverse.
이제 이 버스를 한 번만 당기면 날 죽일 수 있어. 다만 이거 하나만 인정해.
Yeah.
넌 그저 가면을 뒤집어 쓰고 주인님이 시키는 대로 이고 죽고 개새끼라는 걸.
Get him to bark. Come on. Can we do it? Oh, man. Hey. We only got him for one episode, but... Yeah. Hey, hello. Well, I was going to say ending the episode with a bang, but that's a bit rude, isn't it? Hey, cool, man. There we go. What a good start, I think, to the series. I think, you know, re-establishing, kind of picking up what they started last season, you know, the themes and taking that a little further. And I'm excited to see what we do this season. I know there's less episodes. I think there's 7 episodes this season as opposed to 9. So... yeah, we'll see. Lots more. I'm excited. Lots more to pick apart. I feel like as we go forward. So hey, if you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe down below if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, by the way. But yeah, that's it. That's the video. We're going to be doing Squid Game. Like I say, Squid Game Christmas into New Year. These videos, usually I do 2 videos a week. These, I'm kind of going old school, how I used to do it. I am just going to be recording these, editing them, getting them out as quick as possible. That's what I'm going to be doing. Squid Game Christmas, indeed. So yeah, please subscribe if you want to catch all the rest of my videos. Thank you, like I say. Links down in the description for early access to my videos. Got Patreon, YouTube memberships. It's on tier 2. Hey, if you're interested, go have a look on my channel page, scroll to the bottom, and it will say what's available. If you feel like it's worth it, hey, early access is there if you like, but don't worry if you can't or don't want to. It will all be out for free on YouTube in due course. So hey, if you liked the format of this video, you like the talking, the analysing, all that stuff, I'm doing a few shows at the moment. I'm doing Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Good Place. I am doing Better Call Saul as well. I've got Haunting of Hill House, Breaking Bad, all that stuff. Have a look. Keep the hype train rolling. There's going to be some videos on your screen right about now. Give them a go if you fancy. But hey, if not, I'll see you next time. More Squid Game coming soon. I'll see you then.